Hi Sagittarius, this will be your first half of October video. So first we'll take a look at love and where that is with like people already involved. And then we'll briefly look at singles also. And then we will end it with the career, work, finances type reading. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I talk to myself a little bit when I shuffle. So it's just kind of what I do. And I mumble a little bit. Don't worry, it's nothing that's important that you need to hear. So I will speak clearly, when it's about the cards for sure. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at who you are dealing with in love right now, like kind of where they're at, and then we'll kind of look at how you react with that, okay? All right, so Sagittarius, first half of October, please. Highest and clearest for Sagittarius. Who are they dealing with in love? Give me 3 cards. 1, 2, 4. They truly feel towards the outcome. Okay, highest and clearest for Sagittarius. Love. They're dealing with. Okay. Good. Okay, interesting. Okay. Awesome. And your card at the bottom of the deck on their side, this is like, their card. So that's a good sign. You are like prevalent on their mind, that sort of thing. The card of temperance. Okay. Oh, and then I have the 10 of cups right behind that also. All right. So you could be dealing also with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, possibly a Capricorn also. Any sign, but those are the ones that I'm kind of seeing here. I'm going to go ahead and lay down your cards now. Sometimes I talk about theirs first, but I'm going to put yours down, and we're going to look at these both together as a working unit, okay? So give me Sagittarius cards, please. How do they feel towards this person? How do they feel towards this person, please? How does Sagittarius feel towards this situation, please? Sagittarius cards, same layout. First half of October. Okay. Okay, here we go. Nope, one more, sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay. Definitely could be dealing with a Leo also. Wow, yeah, Aries. I got all kinds of signs here. Scorpio. Okay, so all right, your position's a little different than theirs. Okay, so from where they are at, all right, so they're the Page of Swords, they have the Devil card, and they have the Garden. Okay, so the Garden to me is the 7 of coin. It's about like wanting to like at their root, of where they are now. This doesn't mean the way they've always been or anything like that, but at their root right now, it's like they want to work on things with you. They want to make this work, all right, or at least put forth effort towards it. It may not seem like that because the thing is with the Page of Swords, I mean, it is about like expressing truths and communicating truths and things like that, but sometimes it's like a little bit immaturely, or just not put the most mature way, that it could be, and maybe that's due to, maybe they have a little bit of, not animosity necessarily, but yeah, just some, yeah. I mean, it's not immature. I don't mean to sound like that, but it's just not the most highest level of communication, needed at this time, but they do want to, they're sincere, With the Devil card here, if they're not a Capricorn, okay, if they are a Capricorn, it's just representing that they are Capricorn. So if they're not, to me, it's like, this is something that they feel very bound to. This is a very karmic relationship from their standpoint, by the way. Not as much as yours, although I do see that a little bit, but this is like their karma. Okay, this relationship with you, has a lot to do with something that they need to fulfill karmically, all right? So the Devil card, just kind of, it's indicative of, just feeling sort of, it could be a lot of like attraction for you and things like that, but then like, it's not necessarily always the healthiest, kind of relationship too, it's a little bit of that. How they feel towards you is good. I like these cards, they have, well, Actually, let me clarify that actually before, because I just realized this deck, it confuses me sometimes because the card is Mother Wind, and for some reason I always see wand, so I think of wands, you know, but it's wind is swords. So actually, now that I'm looking at this, I'm not quite sure. So let me clarify something real quick. And another one. Okay. Swords. Okay. So, dang, I'm sorry. I had misread that at first because I thought this was a good, and it's not that they're not feeling, well, yeah, all right. Okay. So they have a star card. This could go a couple different ways. All right. So the star card's generally good. I like that part. I'm sorry. Let me excuse this notification that just came up. In this particular way, though, I don't think it, because sometimes the star means like you're a wish come true, or like they're feeling really, great and all those things. In this particular case, though, I think it's more about healing. Like they, again, because I do feel like they want to work on things, but they're like pissed for some reason. Like they're a little angry, and they might not be communicating that well to you. Is what I feel. With the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, again, that's kind of a temper, and it's being very blunt about things at this point. So what started off as like sort of more like immature kind of like little arguments or picking at things has now turned into a little bit more, serious kind of, maybe argument or something like that. Yeah. Because the thing is, your outcome on your side, you have the death card, which is really interesting. But that's on your side. Like you would be ending something, not like they are ending something with you. But I'm not sure. I'm going to continue on and see where we end up with this. Now, on their side, they have the karma card, which is the card of justice. Okay. So again, karmic. This is like, hugely karmic with the devil card and all of this here going on. So justice, this can go either way. Justice is sometimes just about balancing things, balancing things out. So and pretty much that's what it is about. So this is about something they need to do to balance their own personal karma. And it just seems like somehow you're involved, in this. Like, I feel like your part of this is new. Like, I don't think they are a karmic relationship to you. I feel like you are to them. So they're creating new karma for themselves is what I feel, or settling old karma. Okay. We'll get to that. Let me get to how you are so that then it'll kind of make sense to me as we go. All right. So for you, I feel like you have pretty good cards here. You have the Two of Wands, you have the Three of Wands, and you have Brother Earth, which would be Knight of Coin. So I feel like you want to like reach out, to this person and like make a more secure offer, for them, like really kind of work together, or bring your resources together, or like maybe move in together, or, whatever, like you might be like thinking about offering something like that, where you guys just kind of, converge, into something that's like a new start for you. How you feel towards them, very high fire energy here, very much showing the sign of Leo here also for some of you that may be involved with a Leo, with the Strength card, and I have Father Fire here. So that's a King of Wands. The King of Wands is attractive, so you find this person attractive, charming, all of those things. With the Strength card, I feel like you do have strong feelings for this person, or at least there's a strong physical connection, okay? So there's definitely that. Now you have the Death card here. So could be a Scorpio, possibly, but this could be like things changing, but I kind of think this is possibly heading towards the better, but I want to make sure here. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, good. All right. So these things are changing. Actually, excuse me 1 second. I got to plug in my battery real quick. I'm sorry. Hold on. Super professional here at Behind the Limb Tarot. Sorry about that, guys. All right, I just noticed the screen getting dimmer and dimmer, and I don't want to lose this reading because this is good. Okay, so here's the deal. So I'm good. I'm glad because this could have gone either way, but this is what I see here. I see that right now, who you are dealing with in love, they are like a little, they're a little upset about something. There's probably a little bit of arguing going on from their side, or like I said, they might not be communicating that very well, but they are like kind of, they've got some angers and things like that. You seem to want to like solve this issue, like come together, work this out. You see like this potential for things getting better, from like whatever this idea is that you have or something like that. You have strong feelings for them. That's good. So with the star card too in their position towards you, I feel like that is like they have hope. They have hope that they're going to come out of, this energy that they are in. With the karma card, which is the balance card, and then you have the death card. In this particular case, it's not, because sometimes, the death card can mean the death card, like it's the end of something. But a lot of times it means the transitioning card, because it is a card of Scorpio, and which is noted for, going through like really bad stuff and then, turning that around and making it into something, better in the long run. So that's the way I'm going to go with this, because when I clarified this, you guys have the Wheel of Fortune together. So that means things are changing and in your benefit of the both of you, together. All right. So I really like that. It's a very good card to see, like these are changes, this person, there's going to be more balance. There's going to be some changes here. And at the bottom of the deck, here's what I really liked is, oh, wow, even better, is you have the card of the Queen of Cups. Okay. This could have something to do with a mother, possibly. Not necessarily, though. But it's possible. It could have something to do with their mother also. Not necessarily, but you have the card of faith. So holding faith into something. Then you have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of coin. All right. So hold faith with this situation. I truly feel like it will improve. I'm not sure of the longevity for how long that will hold, but I mean, you're headed towards more stability, more happiness, more togetherness, all those types of things. So, overall, it's a good reading. I just feel like you guys are going through a little stuff right now, mostly, again, like I said, it's their karma they're working out. That's why it very well could have something to do with like a parent or something like that too, because it does seem to be more theirs than your, issues. So, okay. But yeah, hang in there. Things look like, with the Wheel of Fortune, they're turning and for the better. So, okay. And that would probably be more like, because the Wheel of Fortune didn't come out in the reading. So this reading is from October to the 15th. So that would probably be more like the beginnings of that, like coming around that time. So I would imagine then your second half of the month reading would be more, of that stuff coming out and working towards better things. So, okay. So now we're going to look at singles. So Sagittarius singles, let's see what's going on with you. Take a quick look here for Sagittarius singles. Super Sagittariuses. Super Sagittariuses. Highest and clearest please for single Sagittariuses for the first half of October, please. What might they be? Single Sagittariuses for the first half of October. Anything coming in here, guys? Okay, here we go. Highest and clearest please for single Sagittariuses for October. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, somebody else had this very first card in this very first position. Darn, I can't remember. It was one of the earlier signs, obviously, because I go in order. So, and it wasn't too far ago. So I don't think it was Scorpio. It might have been Scorpio, or the one before, Libra, maybe. Okay, so single Scorpios. You do have a couple things. I'm sorry, single Sagittariuses. I just said Scorpio again. That's weird. All right, so maybe dealing with Scorpio, maybe not though, because you do have Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But there may be somebody coming in soon also. But this reading, okay, so we have the King of Pentacles in the very first position. So the King of Pentacles is usually like very, they're like a kind of an important businessman type, boss, a CEO, somebody like important to the community, something like that. Before I shuffle the cards, I do want to point out that, pretty soon. You have the Knight of Cups coming towards you, but not in this reading yet. But there's like a little bit of chaos surrounding that. I'm not sure what. And then you have the Ace of Wands. So you have like some activity coming up in the month of October for sure. But right now I want to look at the King of Pentacles because I always like to check when he comes out to see if he's married, because a lot of times the King of Pentacles is like that type that is already married. So let's see here. Okay. I can't really, tell. Let's see. I don't really see too many marriage cards at the bottom of the deck, so that's a good sign that he may not be. Okay. He's definitely interested and may like kind of communicate and in some way. All right. This could be somebody like at work, possibly, but if so, they'd be up pretty high up, in a high up position. I mean, maybe this is you, if that describes you, then you may be, asking somebody out or something like that, or communicating with somebody, in a romantic way. You have the Nine of Cups also. So it's like, whoever this is, they like you, with that wish card there. You have the Ten of Wands though. So I just feel like this might be somebody that you've kind of had dealings with before, and it's just been this long kind of drawn out thing. So let's see what your overall card is. The Two of Wands. So let's see what that is. Two of Wands for Sagittarius. Oh, look what came out again. Interesting. Okay. I will note, though, that you also have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right. And I saw him earlier, too. So you have two kings in your reading. So maybe that's what this two is about, is that you have a choice to make. If so, it's hard to tell which one because, I mean, this one is right next to the King of Cups, but this one came out earlier when I was looking at the King of Pentacles. So it could be that you have two really good options, in front of you, and that's going to be a tough pick. I do see some single Sagittariuses entering into a relationship soon, okay? Because this is going from being single to a bunch of communication and fast-moving Cupid's arrows into collaborating into a relationship. So I do see that some of you will be involved in a relationship soon, okay? And the wish card coming out twice is a pretty damn good sign. So I like that. I think that's a good reading. I think you have possibly a couple, different suitors, people checking you out, something like that. If not, it could just be that the King of Pentacles, who is like this grounded type of guy, turns into the King of Cups. This could be the same person. So like they start off kind of stoic and, all that, but then turn into this like more romantic type person once the communication starts flowing. So that could be too. All right. So let's see. Let's look at your career, workplace, finances, all that sort of thing for the first half of October for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Career reading for Sagittarius, please. For the first half of October. First half of October for Sagittarius. Career, workplace, finances, that sort of thing. Highest and clearest information for those Sagittarius is watching. Okay. Okay, almost there. Two more shuffles. Nope, we're there. Okay. Good. Okay, cool. All right. So the outcome card is your card, Temperance, which that's cool, but it's also sometimes meaning patience. I do see you celebrating here in a little bit, but not quite yet. So let's see. All right. So it's a little mixed bag reading. You have some good cards. You have some cards. You only have two major arcana cards in this reading. So this tells me that this isn't like set in stone, so it's not going to be like an absolute type of reading. So like there's wiggle room with this, I mean, there always is in any tarot reading, but more so with this one is what I'm saying. So right in the center, you have the Queen of Wands and you have this like Knight of Swords. So, I mean, this could be you and somebody like that's kind of like angry with you or something like that. That could be, or, I mean, it could be you just being very busy. Let's see. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Ooh, okay, all right. Okay, cool. So this could be some sort of like new opportunity rushing in. Could be a little bit more money, something like that. Sometimes the queen is like put into like a place of delegating, you know, so maybe this is like something where, but not usually the Queen of Wands. To me, the Queen of Wands, I mean, it could be like where you like step up a little bit in positions. If you're a female, that's possible. But to me, the Queen of Wands is usually more about being very creative and sort of utilizing those talents in some sort of way. So, you know, possibly in a leadership role, or usually most often I see this as like somebody who's like very entrepreneurial. Okay. But either way, you know, we have something like rushing in that's some sort of offer coming in. So this could be like a little bit more money, a new client. It could be, you know, a little raise at work, or it could be a new job opportunity for those of you looking for work. But something seems to like rush in pretty quickly. You know, at the foundation, you know, like I don't like the energy of where you are and where you've been, but where you're going is better. All right. So if that helps, because this is kind of like where you were, you know, recently in the recent past, which is like kind of just not really like, it's a little convoluted. Like, you know, it's like you have all these like things that like maybe you would like to tackle or do, or like you just need to make a decision, you know, because, you know, you need to, but it's about like not having clarity and not knowing what decision to make, you know. So it's like all these things kind of up in the air kind of deal. And currently at the foundation too, we have you as like a little bit stressed out, you know, lots of like you know, issues going on here, you know, that sort of thing. But crowning this, which is good, you have the Six of Wands. So this is kind of like a victory card. Is also a card of like kind of being recognized, you know, so that's good for those of you looking for work or something like that, or looking for a promotion or more money, a raise, you know, something like that. It's a good card because it's being noticed for like the good work that you do and being appreciated, you know, that sort of thing. But in the near future, you have the Four of Swords. So for some of you, this could be maybe the opportunity, you know, coming in to take a vacation, okay, and like rewarding yourself and taking a little break. All right, that could be the Four of Swords. Also could be for those of you looking for work, that like some sort of like slow down, where, you know, it's like, okay, this opportunity came rushing in, or this new client came rushing in, but now it's like it's like kind of taking its time and not really moving forward. That could be too. This could also, you know what though? No, I don't think it means any of those. I think it means clarity. Because the thing is, these two are kind of like, you know, opposing each other. This is your recent past where you were like kind of confused and not really sure, you know, about like what to do. And now this is a card also too, I got to remember, of like going inside and finding clarity. You know, it's like, it's a meditation card to me. So it's like, instead of being all over the place with your thoughts, it seems like right now, like you're a little bit more, like you've calmed yourself down. You kind of like focused on something. Maybe you picked one of these cups, you know, and you're rushing towards it, you know, and you have like the confidence now to move forward. All right. So you do have Justice in your position. This is a very good card. It's Justice almost always works in your favor. Also, for those of you that this is not a career reading, this is like maybe a finances reading or something like that, or some sort of court issue, you know, that you may be looking at. It's a very good card. It's a favorable card that, you know, something like that could come into, you know, existence at this time, you know, that sort of thing. It would be in your favor. So that is good. Let's see. Awesome. So I was asking what the Three of Wands is, because that's coming towards you. Okay. The Three of Wands is a great card in a career reading. It means like, you know, that the work that you have done or the efforts that you have made, they are going to start paying off. Not quite here yet, but in the near future, right? Kind of thing. So what do we have clarifying that? The Knight of Pentacles. So this is a very good offer. It's a chance to, you know, get in on something and like it can really grow and make more money, that sort of thing. Sometimes it's even going back to school. Sometimes this card can be that, like going to study something, maybe abroad, or to do with some like exporting or something like that too. It could be something like that. Lots of various meanings. This could be in like a general career reading, but the overall tone is it's good. So that's all we really need to know, right? It's some sort of offer, some sort of something coming your way that has potential to really flourish at some point. So that's good. Now your outcome card is your card. It's a temperance card. It's a good card, but sometimes that can mean have patience also. So which isn't so exciting to hear in a career reading. I mean, it's still good. It's just saying that you got to be patient a little bit more. So let's see though what that might be. It might just be saying you're coming into your own and this is really great, blah, 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 good stuff. Or it could be saying, like I said, be patient. It is coming. Something good is definitely coming. I will say that. That's good. So it's going to start paying off. Yeah, it's an offer. Okay. Yeah, I see lots of travel cards here also. So, and I mentioned that before, like far away, places. So the Temperance card, in clarifying that, I got the Four of Cups, not a super thrilling card, but here's the deal with this. I think this is going to mean patience because there might be some kind of offer coming towards you also that it's like you're not that enthused about, or you're like, I don't know, kind of thing. Sometimes this can be like a missed opportunity card. I don't think it's going to be a missed opportunity though. I feel like it's more like have patience because whatever this is that they are handing to you does have potential. Okay. So just remember this at that point, because this may be like around mid-month. So try to remember that, that just have patience with this, because it really could turn into something very good. You have the Ace of Cups with the Strength card. So this just strengthens this offer. This is a very good offer. You have some travel cards here too, and working and collaborating with others. So possibly with others that you might have known in the past, or resurrecting some sort of idea you've had before, or or even going back to work for someone who you've worked with before, something like that. But there's going to be something this time around that's going to be a lot more adventurous about it, that suits your personality better. I do like that. Again, I see travel cards and artisan cards here. This is very much like an artisan's type reading to me. Somebody involved in something creative. That's the vibe I get from this. So overall, it's a good reading. I think you need, just have patience, with like what comes your way. People, clients, things like that. Have lots of patience because it could turn into something really, really good that you will love. Justice. Okay, so justice, I want to clarify that is basically justice again. Okay, it's a lot of balance, a lot of balance. Also, the Six of Coin is very good. That tells me that it's like, money wise, things will be fair, things will be good. It's like you're going to have enough to pay for things. You're going to have enough to pay the bills, pay the rent, all those types of things, and maybe a little bit more. Not a ton. It's not like, oh my God, windfall or anything like that. But it's just, it's fair, it's enough. Okay, so that's really good. And you have the card of victory underneath the deck also with the Chariot card, but it's also another movement card. This could be like a lot of commuting or actual travel, of some sort, or dealing with people from like many different areas. That could be too. So either way, it's good. Just remember, that point that I said, to be patient because that could turn into something really good. So, all right, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if so, thumbs up would be great, or comments. I like those. And subscribe. That always helps my channel. So I appreciate that as well. And I hope you have a good first start of the month. And I'll see you back here for the second half of October soon. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.